Hey, what's up, guys? We're back at it again today. As always, bringing you another dose of the daily crypto news with myself, vibing. I got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we like to take a couple minutes out of the day, kind of go through some news articles, tell you guys what we feel like is going on, and try to help you, just get through the news articles without being bored.
Yep. And we love to tell great news. So, and as you know, Scott with BigONE, take care of the marketing for BigONE, do the Twitter, all the social media. So excited to be here again, you guys, and do the daily news as I always am excited about doing these. These are fun for me. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's always a good time to be able to talk to my brother, see how he feels with the news, and then, compare our stories and then give them to you guys. As you guys know, I'm one of the admins over here at BigONE as well, over at the Asia Blockcast. As you guys know, pinned at the bottom is the Twitter and the Telegram. You can just click on those to get easy access to find us. So to jump right into the news today, it's going to be some more good news coming from more, digital currencies. As you guys know, we brought up the AMC accepting Litecoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, as well as Bitcoin. And now their competitor Regal is partnering with Flexa to enable digital currency payment in theaters. So Flexa is known for the ability to guarantee payments for real world applications. So they're going to be able to offer this. They're going to actually have this partnership and enable seamlessly digital use of currencies, and it's going to be make it super simple. And they're going to be able to do this for over 500 locations and 7,000 screens in over 42 states plus DC. So it's going to be big news for Regal. So great job. Kudos to them.
That's awesome. I guess my first article, I might as well start with the bad news and then kind of some funny ones. I find them funny anyways, but not everybody. But the negative news, I guess, this one comes from the block. It's called Etoro to delist ADA TRX for US users over regulatory concerns. Starting December 26, users won't be able to open ADA or TRX positions. And by December 31st, staking for the assets will no longer be available. Etoro cited business-related considerations in the evolving regulatory environment in its decision. Staking reward payouts for US users will end after January 15th, 2022, with the final rewards being paid in USD. Still, US users will be able to hold existing positions at ADA and TRX, and those positions can be closed at any time with assurance that they will pay out in USD. So that's kind of interesting. And I kind of get it too. Like, you talked about it, the incoming regulations and stuff that are coming. We're going to see things like this start to happen. And I think more cryptocurrencies in the end are going to be affected by it, especially by the sounds of it. The staking ones might be more affected than anything else, but I understand regulations are regulations, especially when it comes to US. It does not sound like Canada is part of that or any other country, but it's just interesting news. What's your thoughts on it, Ivan?
I think with the regulation, it will set in a little bit more tough on the people offer staking, right? Because that's going to be higher security. So it's going to be a really interesting. I think with the regulatory, it's just going to get interesting, right? It's kind of hard to say what it's going to be right now. It's so much speculation going around it. I would say that, with Tron, they're going to get a little bit of backlash, just mainly because I think when that currency first launched with Justin, I think it was more for his crowd and audience, his people that was already following him, and maybe a little bit of the BTT crowd. So interesting to see that regulation will set in. I won't say it'll be bad or good for Tron right now. Obviously not being coupled with more partners are hurt a little bit, but I think going forward, I think with the technology, some of the technology he's talking about rolling out, I think they'll still do okay, but nonetheless, it's definitely some interesting news to see, and it's something to pay attention to.
Yeah, definitely.
As you guys know, we reported it earlier in the week or last week, latter part of the week, that the Lakers Staples Center was going to change their name to Crypto.com. You guys know Crow has been on a run since, kind of a tear. So starting to look good for them. I thought it was interesting. One of the articles that I read today had the headline was Mark Cuban weighs in on Staples Center's name change to the Crypto.com. And as you guys know, Mark Cuban, he is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. And he said he thought it was a brilliant idea. I mean, he's a crypto advocate, as you guys know. And he says that it was a really good strategic move. He said the only problem is, unlike the early days of the internet, where all the US-based companies, well, all the companies were US-based, because of uncertainty with crypto regulation this year, you got some of these companies based outside the US being run by Americans. So basically what he's saying is the thing that makes it sticky, unlike when it was like the internet days, all the companies that were coming out with internet were building those companies here in the States for the States, right? And then because it was separated, like countries had their own people building internet. What he's saying now is, hey, look, you got people building cryptocurrencies from America, and they're building cryptocurrency tokens in other countries, and they're selling them in other countries. So that's where it's going to get sticky with regulation. But again, he thinks this is beyond a brilliant idea. And this is it's gonna do really well, I think, for Crypto.com. A lot of futures trading will probably do really well from this as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing on Christmas Day that Staples Center coming down and in Crypto.com. So I'm ready for it, man. What do you think?
I'm excited. I don't know. I hold a bit of crow, so I'm not complaining about this price increase. And yeah, it's a great day. I think it's the evolution of cryptocurrency to get their name on such a big building and to be such a point of view for people, and to be used in the stadium as well is a big thing. This is the funny one. I say it's funny, but I mean, personal opinions on it. This was done by Finbold, the newspaper or finance news. IMF warns El Salvador against using Bitcoin, cites threats to financial stability. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has warned El Salvador against using Bitcoin. And I'll be 1 second, you guys, but I just laugh at that because with Bitcoin, it's simply, they're not going to be able to stop him. He's already told IMF that there's nothing he can do. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I do apologize. Keep going.
Yeah, man. I think that was a funny one, just because, mainly you're going to get all these threats from people who don't advocate for Bitcoin. They're gonna feel some kind of threat watching El Salvador build a Bitcoin city, right? So it's gonna take a lot of taxpayer money or extra dollars that would go into different countries' economy, and be able to take that money and put it into El Salvador, into this Bitcoin city. So I think that with IMF, making threats, it's entry level FUD. I think the FUD will get a little bit better as the thought comes a little bit more into fruition. So I don't think it's nothing to worry about. I think he's gonna do what he wants to do, and that's why he's there in the position that he's in.
You know what's going to be funny is when he pays off the IMF quicker than any other country. That's my thought on it.
Yeah, that one's going to be really funny. All right, so to wrap it up with my last article, we talked about a lot of actors, actresses, sports players. There's been a lot of people lately in the NFT frenzy. We see a lot of our favorite basketball characters and stars with NFT background pics or default pics, profile pics, if you will. But as with everything else, we have Paris Hilton now. She catches NFT fever. She bets on the Origin $20 million raise, so she contributes to this raise. And what Origin is a digital certification platform running on top of the ICP. It supports collectibles, digital media, luxury goods, art, and other asset classes. The project attempts to bring NFTs to life with biometric data and unique ownership experiences. So that's going to be really good right now. It looks like they have some partners with CoinCo, Vector Ventures, Cardarium, Div Tarikia, GD10 Ventures, Bill Ackman, and others. So it looks like this is going to be a pretty good project. Not financial advice, but I would keep my eyes open for Origin. Anything that's in this NFT realm right now, that's bringing NFTs to life, where you could put these into games and use these in the real world, into a metaverse. I think it's something to pay attention to right now. It's gonna this side of the market is gonna really thrive as consumers continue to play games and learn that these are play to earn, and the word gets out, right? And it's gonna, like in the Philippines, you have groups of kids that game together, and they farm on. That's almost like a farm, right? Like they're farming, working to give back to just they're playing games, but to give back to the community. I think as this word gets out around the world, it's going to continue to grow. I honestly, I can't be more bullish. I mean, I can't be more bullish on gaming right now. It's just anything play to earn in metaverse. They're going to really push it, guys. So just keep your eyes open for stuff like that.
Definitely, I agree with you. Gaming is kind of bordering along with metaverse as the top trending. Personally, you definitely see the project starting to pop up on gaming as soon as that new trend starts to hit. But I think some of these tokens that are coming out are a little bit late or don't really come out with a good product. So do your due diligence. Look into the product, know they're working, and what's going on with them. That's one thing I have to say, and I know Vivan 100% agrees with me on that. So my next one, this is an interesting one, and I get a kick out of this. So some or a lot of us have used this one. So crypto startup MoonPay hits $3.4 billion valuation as Bitcoin fever reaches new heights. So it's no surprise then some major players in the space, from the Winklevoss twins, virtual currency exchange Gemini, to Ethereum's co-founder Joseph Lubin's blockchain startup Consensus, announced massive new funding deals in the last week. MoonPay, a relative newcomer, is taking the cryptomania in venture capital to new heights. The 3-year-old fintech firm says Monday it has raised $555 million in its first ever financing round. The investment, led by Tiger Global and Koto, values the company at $3.4 billion. So, and I know there's probably a couple of us, I've used MoonPay before. I don't know about you, Vivan, but I mean, sometimes that's the way that you get into some of these projects is that, and they're brilliant at pushing their product through. So
yeah, we had a mention on that one yesterday about the MoonPay and them raising that money. So it's gonna be be really good. It's all good. The fact that it's continuous media, it just kind of shows us that it is something real, right? I mean, you got to understand, like, a lot of these, like Scott said, to get into a lot of purchasing B&B and some of the smaller market caps that we find out there, MoonPay and Simplex have came forward and acting as that middle party, almost like a Visa, if you will, or a MasterCard. So for them to raise up the money, put the plans into action, I see MoonPay, becoming a bigger player in the game. You see the same kind of things happening with SayPal right now. If you're watching their growth, their wallet application, adding all these DApps, making it super simple. If they onboard some kind of, is SayPal onboard something like a MoonPay system where you don't have to leave the app to even get your money out of your bank, this is the next level, right? So like any devs out there, if you're listening, get this wallet into play. I mean, a lot of the things that we see coming out right now is the same thing. Everybody's copying and pasting swap. Everybody's copying and pasting wallet formats, right? But what are you doing to challenge the space? You might have some other community members that people couldn't find, but these products have to start getting better, right? These projects have to start pushing for more innovation. Right now is the perfect time to, market yourself. If you're a project, market yourself. Go ahead and push yourself out there, market yourself. It's about to be a nice run, right? But in the bear season, I hope these projects really start building up to separate from the pack. You're gonna have to offer something that's gonna separate you from the pack. Otherwise, you're gonna be stagnant. You're gonna fall stagnant. So I love to see the innovation from different projects. I love to see different sectors grow. So to watch MoonPay take on this money and build these foundations, I think it's gonna speak volumes for them.
Well, and what they're saying on here too is like they want to be like the next Zoom, which is kind of funny because we use Zoom to record us. But I mean, they're going to use this for research and development and make their product better and better. And that's the whole thing. Like you look at Bitcoin, I think we probably talked about this before, but it's the cryptocurrencies and products that are going to evolve themselves that are going to do better. Like you have Binance that's doing that huge round of funding. You have some of the other companies doing huge funding rounds that are going to do nothing but be beneficial to the product and allow it to grow bigger. I mean, as well, like with Polkadot and with some of these other ones, they're doing the same thing to make themselves better and faster than anybody else. That's what it needs.
And that's what makes it critical. I mean, I have to digest and go back to the Regal thing, because like when AMC came out, they only accepted Bitcoin, and then they said they were going to accept Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. Well, if you're a competitor, your competitor's got to outdo you, right? So I didn't ever get all the way through the story. I kind of left a little part out. They're actually going to be accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Doge. But on top of that, they're also going to accept USDC, DAI, Gemini, Chainlink, Cosmos, and BAT. So they're going to offer a lot more, right? So then if AMC sees this and hears this news, what are they going to do? They're going to add all those plus more, right? So this is how we onboard. This is how we get things. You have to start innovating. To have the same thing, it wouldn't be anything. If Regal came out and it had the same three that AMC did, like it would be pretty much the same thing, right? No news. But the fact that they added all these other tokens, it just goes to show like it's just going to heighten AMC to do the next best thing, right? Then they're going to end up picking up like a baby Doge or like one of the micro caps, right? And it's going to all of a sudden it's going to explode. This stuff is all going to go parabolic, right? So I'm interested to see. I hope that I see this one day, and hope I go into AMC and they're drinking Doge Cola or something, So as you guys know, before we get out of here, I'd like to give you guys a little bit of insight of what's going on with the total crypto market cap. So we going over to the Coin Geico just to see what's going on and what they have going on. Today, the total market cap is back at 2.75 trillion. It's been a lot of green and a lot of portfolios. I think the meme coins are still taking a little bit of a hit. Nothing to be worried about. It looks like a great point for accumulation, which is not financial advice. But however, the market cap is up 4% as of yesterday. Bitcoin dominance is down to 39.6. And Bitcoin, Ethereum dominance is 18.8. So the big dogs are sitting back. It looks like the GamerFi section is really starting to get some attention because the alts aren't exactly running yet. But I would expect a really big boom on the reverse side for everything that's with the dominance factor low right now. So before we get out of here, I want to thank you guys for coming by today. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe. Comment, let us know what you think about the videos, anything that we could be working on to do better. Just kind of let us know. You got anything before we head out, Scott?
No, just keep on keeping on. Like this is the market, as you've seen now watching our news. If you've been watching it every day or every couple of days, you'll see some upturns, some downturns, and the only thing to do is stay positive, everyone. This is the way the market works, and this is the way it's going to continue to work. So let's just go with the flow.
Yeah, if you did your due diligence, man, just put your money in there, turn the charts off, come back when you hear about your friends making X amount of dollars, and then click into your wallet, check out your bags, and then be happy with your bags, all right? Exactly. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Peace.
Have a great day. Bye for now.